Hello, humans and pets. Today, more ice cream.
Who doesn't like ice cream when it's 90-something degrees outside?
We've been eating desserts lately on the channel. I'm not sure why.
Well, these are relatively new.
Correct.
Part of the reason why is because when we cook so much food, we have so much food to eat. So this way, we can do a new review, and we still have our food that
So
we
we
can
got
eat.
3 Ben & Jerry's topped. So this is topped PB over the top,
Okay.
right? So they have little toppings, I believe.
And we don't really
This
know
is
what these are. There were 7
Thick mint,
new flavors. We
Yeah.
found 3 of the 7 at our store
salted
today.
caramel brownie. So we're gonna be eating them today.
And actually, you forgot to have me find that other thing while we were in the store. A lot of people out there today, I can tell you that. We weren't happy at the store today, or I wasn't happy. So, which one do you want to try first?
Well, let's get thick mint out of the way.
You think you want to get that one first?
Yeah.
Oh boy. I think that might have the last thing is flavor in our
Normally it's thin mint, right?
Thin Mint is the Girl Scout.
Girl Scout cookie,
Cookie.
but that's generally like a mint ice cream. It's always thin.
Well, it's called Thin Mint Cookie,
'Cause
so
it's
I
a
think
thin
they call it
cookie.
Thick Mint as a play on the Girl
'Cause it-
Scout version of Thin Mint.
Well,
Cookie.
I don't know what it's gonna look
Oh
like.
my goodness.
So this is okay.
He's not sitting on my lap, so I can do it. So, this is what it looks like. Oh, I gotta find the camera because he moved it on me. Oh boy, sorry to get you seasick. So it has. You think those are little Thin Mint guys? We should pick one on.
Well, shouldn't we like pour it out first?
Well, I'm gonna pick one off and try it.
I can't get one off.
Yep, they're little Thin Mint cookies.
Oh yeah, they are.
All right, so we gotta both get toppings. I kind of said, I find it weird that they only put the topping on the topping because what happens if
He's trying to say that he doesn't understand
that's too much.
what the point of
we got
topping
3 of them to
is,
eat right here.
But he understands. He'd rather just have them in
Yeah,
the stuff rather than on top.
don't be excessive on the next
Like
one.
you can't put like solid stuff or else it'll be air pockets.
So what it looks like underneath though, it does have
If it
some
doesn't-
in it.
if it doesn't
They do
go
have some in
well.
it.
Yeah.
So it's not just on top. And we almost just killed this. We ate way too much because I forgot we had 3 different ones to try. So
Oh, you kept scooping some.
I'm crazy. So all right. I didn't see you put any back. You want to go first?
It's mint ice cream.
Mm-hmm. Back to review.
With like chunks of cookies. That
So,
I think that's
in
a
the
good
past,
way.
I have said on numerous occasions, I'm not a fan of mint
mint.
ice cream. I want to retract that statement.
Really.
As the more I keep eating mint ice cream, I don't mind it. I don't mind it anymore. This one reminds me a lot of the Dairy Queen one that had the Thin Mints in it. To me,
Sure.
this is quality. It's got the little mint things on top. I was afraid because it was called tops that
Yeah.
your 90% of your flavor was going to be in the toppings.
Well,
That
Ben
isn't
and
the-
Jerry's
that
is
isn't the
known
case at
for
all.
having good tasting ice cream, you know, and strong flavors. So I doubt that they would do like kind of boring ice cream with a good topping.
I think this works. You said who would get this? I would buy this again. I like the topping. It is a different flavor than the actual ice cream itself, but it's the same flavor as the ice cream itself. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it's definitely a different taste.
we should give them numbers. Since we have multiple items, more than 2, we normally do. Better.
Okay. I poured too much out. We're gonna start with that. That's number 1. Okay, out of a 10, I'm gonna give this one a solid 8. Like it's definitely mint ice cream, but I do like the chocolate cookies in it. It changes it up. It doesn't remind me of just boring mint chocolate chip cookie, like mint chocolate. What is it called? Mint chocolate chip ice cream.
I give it a good. I don't know.
I always say 7 on my first one.
I give it like a 6.
But then I want to go back and change it.
I give it an 8. The mint is there. It's a decent mint taste.
For
mint's just not my favorite, so I'll give it like a 6.9.
I went 8, not because I like mint chocolate chip. And not that I like mint ice cream.
Yeah.
I gave it just for the mint flavor in the actual
This
ice
is the
cream
best
itself.
mint ice cream I've had.
That's what I'm saying.
I think I'm gonna like the other ones more.
Me too, but as far as me comparing this to like mint chocolate
As
chip
far as
ice cream,
I give it like a 6.9.
I went with an 8 that way just because of that. This is what this one looks like. And we're not doing a front-facing camera, so I gotta come in the back to show you. So these have big
Cups.
what looks like the little mini peanut butter cups that they put in some ice cream. And the top is hard.
Yeah. I think these are meant for people who are gonna eat the entire pint.
100% is. It's not meant to share. You can have more afterwards if you want it, but I went a little excessive last
So
time.
what one's this? This is salted caramel brownie.
Salted caramel brownie. So
Okay.
I gotta kind of clean the mint out. I didn't want to do mint first because of that.
Well, I didn't want to do peanut butter first because of that.
I want to do peanut butter last because I usually like that. I want to see what these chips are.
What chips?
These little things on the top.
Oh.
Oh. So that's where you get the
Wow.
salted caramel. That's like a Rolo on steroids. Well, you never even had Rolos
I've never
because you
had
couldn't
Rolo.
have them. But yeah, that's like it's a caramel on the inside, but it does have that salted caramel flavor. That's actually really good.
It's a caramel gusher,
Mm-hmm.
basically.
And this is where, I mean, you get the caramel swirl in the vanilla ice cream. I want to just see if there's more chunks. Is there a chunk in that one?
No.
Or is that just a, well, I see the black. You see the black? I want to know what the black.
That's the brownie.
Is it a brownie? Okay. Okay. That's all I was trying to get at. They don't usually have a one note. They usually have a couple things in their ice cream. So when you throw the caramel and vanilla and this chocolate, it's almost like a fudge. Like it has a
ganache.
yeah. It's like a thicker texture.
It's too
Then-
sweet for me.
It,
I'm gonna give it like a 5.4.
wow.
I can't give it any more than that. Not a fan.
Of the top,
Of the
or
ice
the
cream,
ice cream in general.
it's too sweet for me. I'd rather
I'm not a
give it
caramel
sweet.
person, so I thought I was gonna be low because I was gonna give it a 6.5. Like when I eat, like caramel to me is that
Yeah.
it's too much. But
I'd rather have too much of like other things, you know.
well, to me, because this one to me, and this is what I was kind of looking at. I don't want to call it boring, but it's basically vanilla ice cream with a caramel swirl
And a little brownie
and
chunk.
a tiny little brownie chunk. So
It's-
to me,
Yeah.
like this one
I mean,
had
that one's just
had
chocolate.
it
with
had the
mint
crunch
ice
of
cream.
the cookie, and it had the mint flavor, and it had the chocolate, and you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it had more things going on in my head. That's why I said 8.
So what is this exactly? This is the peanut butter
This
one?
is PB over
so
the
it's
top.
chocolate ice cream with like peanut butter stuff.
That's what I'm
I'll
guessing.
show you.
Um,
This one.
Which already I'm liking it better because it's chocolate ice cream. I didn't realize it was.
Here it is. Ta-da! It's dripping everywhere.
Well, it's hard because the topping,
It's solidified. It's like,
the topping is hard,
yeah, because it like freezes more than the
but
ice
the
cream.
ice cream itself is getting soft because it was so hot outside.
It is hot out today. I'm looking forward to this one.
I'm trying to leave some topping
Hope
in
it's
case
good.
your mother wants to try
One thing, it seems like they all have like the chocolate, like solid chocolate chunk. on the
well,
top
that's
of
to
it.
keep the top up,
Correct.
is what I'm guessing.
Now, to keep the toppings.
I think I grabbed right here. Yeah, I don't know if you've got peanut butter in yours, Ryan. Like here, let me give you a little chunk more. Hi, buddy. Come here. You just need a supper, so now he wants to come
Silly
in.
juice.
Come on, you can come up.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
left him
yeah.
home because we had to run to the store to get these, so
Yeah.
he's not very happy with us right now, boys.
Well, he is happy.
He's
that
happy.
we're
He just
home.
missed us. That's all. Okay, you go wait a minute. All right,
He wants the peanut butter,
I
but he
gotta try
can't
it.
have it because it's chocolate.
He can't have anything in there. He doesn't eat. If he was a people eating dog food, he would be in heaven with all the stuff we're cooking. But all right, so let's try. Not people.
I
eating.
love people eating dog food. Dog food
I mean, like
is
a-
so vicious. It bites humans.
I mean, a dog that ate people food. That's what I meant to say. One bite of this so far, and it was like eating a can of peanut butter. Like I love ice cream when it has. And Ryan makes a joke because I used to get. It wasn't half baked, but it was a diet ice cream because it had so much
Yeah,
peanut
diet
butter
ice
flavor.
cream. It was like, it wasn't lactose free, but it was like fat free or something.
It was like half churned or something.
I don't remember what it was.
I believe it was the store brand, but it was chocolate ice cream with peanut butter, which is exactly what this is. But it ended up being like low fat, but it didn't taste like low fat. It was just so much peanut butter flavor. It was delicious, and I used to like it. I used to get it all the time. I didn't realize it was like a diet one. Let me try the topping now, because again, I agreed with you on the. I'll start this one.
Okay.
Not that I argued with him on the ride over there, but I basically said, he's like, who's gonna buy it with a topping on it? Because you get less ice cream.
Yeah.
And I was like, everybody is, because you get the topping and it's good and stuff. But now that I'm eating the topping on all three of these, it is very rich,
Yeah.
and it almost takes away from the deliciousness of the ice cream.
I have to say, I am not a topping person, I guess. I'd rather just eat the ice cream or not eat it at all. So I like fruit, right? I like fruit, like frozen berries on my ice cream.
See, I don't
But
even
I
think-
always eat them instantly, right? Toppings, I feel like you don't eat like, oh, I'm gonna have a scoop of ice cream and then a scoop of topping, you know? The topping are so powerful, right? Like it's extra minty, extra caramelly, extra peanut buttery. You know what I mean? So you eat a bite of it and then you're like, wow, that's strong. And then you eat the ice cream and you're like, man, I wish I had more toppings, but I ate it first since it's on the top. I would rather them just take the toppings and mix them into the ice cream. like take the peanut butter cups and put them in the ice cream.
Which there is actual peanut butter in this one. It's not peanut butter cups.
But I would like the super peanut buttery topping, or like the topping on the thick mint.
Yeah.
I would have liked it in the thing, so it would be thick mint.
I half agree with you on that because I found, even though, see, I don't think you ever got it as a kid, but like when we used to get them as a kid, you could get a dipped cone, so it had the chocolate on it. You never liked that, anyways. You would sometimes get Jimmy's, but still, you didn't really get them because you didn't want
the
those.
Sprinkles?
The sprinkles, you call
They
them.
they get in the way.
We always called them Jimmy's when we were kids, but I don't even think you ever got a chocolate dip cone because it would have been all over
Well,
your
I always
head.
like
Because he couldn't eat an ice cream cone. We had to get it in a bowl
every
because
time.
we would end up eating the whole cone because he couldn't figure out how to lick the stupid thing.
Okay,
It was funny to
when
watch.
you're eating it with a cone, you have to eat it with the front teeth, and then it becomes really, really cold.
Yeah.
Well, you can kind of just like eat it with a spoon, and you don't gotta worry about it. But if I'm gonna get a cone, it ain't gonna be the kids' sugar cones, which are always cheaper.
Alright, so
it's gonna be the waffle.
Before we forget, what did you number that one?
But that one's the best. I'll give it like a. What did I give the other one? I'll give it like a
You gave that one like a 5.
7.6.
Oh
maybe.
my god!
I think this is. I like the fat free or whatever. You used to get more than the peanut butter one here. And that's sad.
No, it was really close to it. I honestly, as flavor, the ice cream, I'm gonna have to give this. Definitely was my favorite one, so I'm gonna give it like a 9. But I agree with you as far as the toppings go. I find that chocolate piece is really rich for
very
me.
strong.
So where normally I could power through a Ben
It
and
makes
Jerry's.
me not want to eat more.
Let's put it this way: would I buy this ever again, or would I get New York Super Chunks fudge? 100% New York Super Chunk fudge in a heartbeat.
I get milk and cookies instantly compared to these, just because it's so strong, it's so sweet, and to be honest, I'm not that big of a chocolate fan.
Right.
I think I've stated that many times.
Yeah.
But
now, we don't get
I don't
Ben
know.
and Jerry's a lot, anyways.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they
we
have.
normally get the whole like half
I do
gallon for
believe
half
they
the
have
price.
a mint chocolate chip one, and a salted caramel one, and a peanut butter one. So I guess what we could
I
have
think
done.
they have all these flavors, but just not.
It's just
topped.
not top. That's what I'm saying.
Um,
So would I get it without the top? Sure. But does it deter me from getting it because it's topped? No. I would get them both.
I'd rather get other flavors that I like more.
Right, but there are 4 other flavors we didn't try. Too.
Correct.
And they may be coming out with others.
There's
So I don't mind the toppings. It's neat, but it does remind me of it's like, see, you're more of a just give me the ice cream guy, where like most people, they don't want a scoop of ice cream, they want an ice cream sundae, or they don't want just an ice cream cone, they want it dipped, or they want Jimmy's, or they want stuff on it. So
Tons of gummy bears
for
and
those
stuff.
people that like the toppings, this is a hit.
See, for me, I'd rather have mandarin oranges than all these.
I understand that, but that's just
But that's because I'm weird.
because you're weird.
But they are
But
good.
when it comes to flavor wise,
Yeah.
I mean they're really good ice creams.
No, they're pretty decent ice creams.
They're good
I
ice
like them a lot less with the toppings because I feel like the topping is so strong compared to the ice cream that they should turn down the topping or make the ice cream more
See,
strong.
and I thought the mint one was a great accent to it. I thought it was really good. I actually liked the caramel
I didn't
ones
like that one as
because
much.
the caramel, like it was like a Rolos on steroids. It was like a salted caramel.
The issue for me
thing.
is that it was too sweet, so I didn't want to eat no more.
But that's caramel for you, though. That's what caramel
Correct.
is. So, and that's where I actually, it was a nice little addition to the actual ice cream. And this one,
It's just peanut butter.
I mean, it's peanut butter and chocolate. You can't go wrong with that. To me, that's like
when they
this is-
combine, they make the morning time epic.
Yeah, there you go. That's what the commercial says.
Yeah.
But to me,
it
this
doesn't play
one,
no more, but
this one is the.
the best. Mainly probably because it's chocolate ice cream. I feel like chocolate ice cream. See, I don't like chocolate, but chocolate ice cream.
Yeah, see, with the
I'd rather
peanut
have a strawberry. I
That's
think they have a
perfect.
strawberry one. Strawberry.
I don't know.
ice
They
cream
did have
as
4
well,
other
so-
flavors. I think all of them are really good. And again, our
Yeah.
rating system is 100% personal taste because,
Yeah.
again, I thought this was just really good mint chocolate chip mint chocolate.
Yeah.
Mint
This was a good one. This one was alright. That one was a great
This
one.
is a good one if you like salted caramel flavor.
Correct.
It is a good salted caramal flavor, but that's one thing with ice cream. To me, I always find
These were
it
better
like,
than the non-dairy one we had.
100%.
The other Ben and Jerry's review we've done.
And it's funny because I kept telling him it's just as good as the regular, just as good as the regular. He's like, I'm not going to eat it. So I'm like, I want to get this out of the freezer to make room. So I said, you know what, I'm going to eat the rest of it. So I just sat down and just ate that. And when you first started it, it was good. But by the end of the tub, I was like, yeah, no, it does have a weird aftertaste.
Yeah.
Like, you really did know that. Any one of these, I would sit down and pound the whole thing.
Mhm.
Every one of them. But I will agree with you, the top chocolate part is almost fudge-like to me. Because fudge to me is something I'm like, oh, fudge, yeah, I'll have a piece. And then you eat a piece and you're like, why'd I eat that? Like, it's so heavy and thick and like... It's not like you want
For the people who really love toppings like this,
Well, people really like fudge too. This is
generally,
dynamite.
then you would love this stuff.
Yeah.
He doesn't normally like desserts.
No.
So I kind of fall under the same boat.
Yeah. So especially when it comes to fudge, it smells so good when
I
you're
mean,
doing
it's
it.
better than putting a cookie on top and a cookie on the bottom.
No, nothing's gonna be better than that.
Yeah.
Spoiler alerts. So
I
there you
don't-
go. Actually, I'm mad because there was something I did want to get at the store, and I totally we
What was
ran
it?
through. I wanted it for a review, and I talked about it on the ride over there, and then someone got some crank in his pants, and I was yelling because the store was horrible, and it was a bad scene there for a little bit, but. And then we ran through the store 150 miles an hour and literally grabbed these and ran
through
out.
the store. Well, he like fast walked. I had to like full sprint because he walks too fast.
Yeah, it's
What was it?
It's a Saturday, and they. I guess we could tell them. So, well, a video. Well, when is this one going to come out? Is it going to be before or after our last cook?
Probably before.
Okay, so
because
I don't
it's
want to give it
new,
away then.
And the cooks can last forever.
It would have went with our last cook.
What is it?
Anyways, so that being said,
I don't know what it is.
yeah, you do. I'll tell you when this is over.
Well, you're not gonna tell that.
All of these are really good.
There
No,
you go.
because we can still try to get it.
We can get it after we talk about it.
We can still try to get it. All right, so my brother called and said, or he actually texted me,
Oh, I know what he's talking
and
about.
they supposedly do sell
It's a flatbread.
the flatbreads that you can get on a gyro in
Or
the
Taco
store,
Bell.
and
Taco Bell,
or like a Taco
beefy
Bell
potato
flatbread.
burrito.
So being our last cook, we could make sandwiches out of it. I said, "Ooh, we'll get those and we can review
Got
the
it. He
flatbreads
did
to
talk
see if
about
they're
it.
half as good as they were when we got the Arby's
well,
sandwich."
it's just a flatbread. I don't think that would be exciting. You'd have to leave
Well,
it down
if you
below.
want to see it, leave it
I
down
wouldn't
below.
want to
but
watch
we
someone
could,
eat a flatbread.
Well, it's one of them things because I'll tell you what, there's a huge difference between even a roll up and a pita bread. They don't.
Well, what
even
I
taste
would
the
do,
same,
right,
but-
is I would get like 8 different types of wheat bread or white bread and Wonder bread.
Well, if you
and
want to
baked
see
bread,
who makes
isn't
the
it
best
bacon?
bread,
Who makes the best bread?
Yeah.
But normally when we buy bread, we just buy the cheap everything bread,
Right.
basically.
Well, it all depends. So there you go. There is our ice cream review. The Ben and Jerry's. There's, again, 4 out of the 7 new ones. They do have 7 new ones that came
Three.
out. 3 out of. Because I bought your mother one. That's why we bought her favorite flavor, which wasn't a top.
Guess the favorite flavor down below.
There you go. You can throw it out there, and we'll tell you what it is
It has
once we
something
get.
to do with cherries.
You just gave it up because that's the only one they have.
Oh,
so there you go.
You know what? I didn't even.
So, all right, he wrecked that. Go figure. So, there's these 3: thick mint, salted caramel brownie,
Peanut butter.
and
Yep.
topped PB over the top. And I don't know what the
They're all
other.
pretty good.
I don't know what the other 4 are. Definitely, if you like Ben and Jerry's and you're looking for something different, I kind of like it. It throws a little twist on there, and
I would recommend just getting the ice cream if you don't want very strong flavors of the above flavors.
see, and I
That would
think
be my
they
take.
all complemented each other. Honestly, the only thing I can say is the chocolate is really rich. But if you
is.
like that rich chocolate,
You'd love it.
you'll love it. You'll love it.
Better than Hershey's.
So there you go. There is our review. There is our review.
subscribe.
Hiccup and burp at the same time, and we're gonna let you go on this one because we're gonna go put these in the freezer before they melt, or in our face, one of the two. And that being said, hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you on the next one.